Today on Review This Thing, we're going to review this thing, the CVA Scout 410. This is Robbie with Review This Thing. So this year, Adrian and I decided we wanted to jump on the bandwagon and try turkey hunting with a 410. Seemed like everybody else was doing it, so why don't we? We actually did an article a few weeks ago on our website where we interviewed a couple of our friends who've made the switch to a 410 so we could just see what all the fuss was about. And if you've watched our 410 TSS shell pattern testing videos lately, you know at least one good reason why. These new shells can have some pretty devastating patterns even at 40 yards, and you're dealing with significantly less recoil. So we picked up a CVA Scout a few weeks ago. We've done the testing, we've shot it a lot, and now we're ready to tell you what we think. So let's review this thing. As always, we're going to cover the facts. The first part is fit. Fit is going to be pretty fun to talk about, and Adrian's actually going to join me for part of it.
So one of the main things with fit you want to think about is how does the gun fit you and how does it feel to shoot it. The Scout has just over a 14-inch length of pull, but one of my favorite parts of this gun is the fact that just like the Cascade you've seen me shoot a ton and review, it has a 1-inch spacer that you can remove to go to about a 13-inch length of pull, which is a really nice feature because if you're buying this for a kid, then you can take that out so it fits them now and then put it back in as they grow. Or for a smaller person like myself, or if you're hunting in an area where you're going to be wearing a whole lot of clothes because it's so cold, you can just take that out and then everything is nice and compact and easy to maneuver.
So with that adjustable length of pull, the Scout is about 38 inches long and weighs about 6.25 pounds out of the box. Just for perspective, the Mossberg 500 is about 44 inches long, and the Stevens 301 is about 42 inches long. So the Scout is going to give you a much more compact platform, and the weight is very well balanced, so when you hold it, it sits there comfortably and easily.
So as far as cheek weld, you can see that this gun doesn't have a bead, so you're relying on a red dot or a scope for hunting with it. So one thing that I think could be an improvement is to have an elevated cheek comb. For me, it's more of a chin weld with that scope in place.
As far as cheek weld goes for me, I can still do it with this stock and with a scope and get a solid, repeatable cheek weld each time.
So keep that in mind if you're a lady or probably even a kid, then that may be an issue. You might want to look at just getting a little pad or something to put there. But apparently if you're a dude, you're good to go. And another factor of fit we like to cover is how easily is it to reach the trigger. Most of the time with long guns, I actually can't hold the grip of the gun naturally and still reach the trigger. I guess most people have bigger hands than I do. But with this gun, I can rest my hand very comfortably on the grip and be able to reach the trigger with no problem.
And obviously, I don't have any problems reaching the trigger. My hands are a little bit bigger than hers, so it's easy. So because it's so lightweight and compact, has an adjustable length of pull, and both of us can reach the trigger very easily. But Adrian would like for it to have a little bit higher cheek comb. We're going to give fit a 4.75 out of 5. Is the CVA Scout as advertised? The first thing CVA advertises is that it is a high-quality single-shot shotgun. As far as the quality goes, let's first talk about how this thing patterns. As is the case with any shotgun, you can go down a long rabbit hole of chasing chokes and load combinations to get the absolute best pattern. But we've tried to do a little bit of that work for you. We've done pattern tests with 4 different chokes and as many as 10 different loads. There's a multitude of different combinations that can produce a pattern at 40 yards that should kill a turkey. Now I'll also tell you, if you watch our other pattern testing videos, the patterns weren't quite as tight out of this gun as they were out of that Mossberg 500. And after talking with the folks at CVA, we're pretty confident that the reason for the tighter patterns out of that Mossberg is the fact that it has a longer barrel. So you're trading those tighter patterns for a more compact shotgun, but there were still some configurations with this gun that held tighter than the Mossberg. I do try to keep most of my shooting no further than 30 to 35 yards, so with any of those patterns, this gun will do the trick. The next thing they advertise is that it's easy to operate. It's a break action, single shot shotgun. It's got a lever right here on the trigger guard. You use that to open the breech, pop a shell in, close it, cock the hammer, pull the trigger. After you shoot, you break it back open, take that shell out, put another one in, and you're ready to go. Very easy to operate. The last thing that CVA advertises is that it's affordable. The MSRP on this gun is about $450, but I've seen it as cheap as $390 in a few different places. There are definitely other single-shot 410s on the market that cost less, and I've found a few that are a little bit more expensive. But one thing I'll point out here, the CVA Scout comes standard with the Jebs XXFull turkey choke and a rail. This choke would be about $100 if you bought it from the Jebs website. This rail would be at least $25. So for the quality and the stuff that you're getting, it's a good deal. So I'm going to take a little bit off for the consistently wider patterns at distance, but because of its affordability, quality, ease of use, and what you're getting, I'm going to give, as advertised, a 4.75 out of 5. Now, construction and durability. The CVA Scout has a composite hunter-style stock with Realtree timber camo and a 22-inch blued barrel, and a crush zone recoil pad like the Cascade and Cascade XT. It is ambidextrous, so you can easily cock it from either side. And as you can see here, it comes with front and rear swivel studs. If there's one thing that we could change about this gun, it's like we talked about earlier, it would be the stock. CVA actually already has a replacement stock. It has a thumb hole. I don't know if you've ever used a thumb hole stock for turkey hunting or not, but Adrian and I both have been using one for several years and absolutely love it. It's a lot more comfortable when you're sitting there for a long time waiting on that turkey to close the distance. So, what do you think, CVA? Why not go ahead and put the thumb hole stock on this one for turkey hunting? The trigger pull is actually one of my favorite parts. We measured it at about 2 pounds. It really surprises you when this gun goes off, which is perfect for accuracy. Now, as far as durability goes, we'll know more once we carry it around the woods this turkey season, but you can tell in our pattern testing videos that we've already probably shot it more than a normal person would in about 10 years, and it's held up great. And the first video we did with this gun, it was raining pretty much the whole time. So I brought it home, wiped it down, and we've had no trouble with it so far. If you've had a Scout for several years and taken it through the woods a lot, please drop a comment below and let us know what you think as far as durability goes. So far, we've been really happy with how the CVA Scout is built. The only thing we might want to improve would be the thumb hole stock with a little bit higher of a cheek comb. So I'm going to take just a little bit off for that and give construction and durability a 4.8 out of 5. Now for testimonials and reviews. So I looked around a lot and it's hard to find any reviews on this gun. You can find it for sale at several different stores and websites, and even with positive comments, they only gave it a 4 out of 5 star rating. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you the score that we found. So for testimonials and reviews, we're going to give it a 4 out of 5. And now what you've stuck around for this long. Should I buy this thing? Well, the first thing I would say is that if you live in one of the 10 states that don't allow turkey hunting with a 410, I'd probably look at a different gun. But besides that, as always, it depends on what you're looking for. Now this is a single shot shotgun. So if you're looking for a quick follow-up shot, you may want to look at a pump or a semi-automatic shotgun. But most of the people that I hunt with and the guys that we've talked to about this gun say you don't really need a follow-up shot. Also, if you're looking for the absolute tightest pattern possible and the length or size of the gun doesn't matter, you may want to look at a different shotgun. But if you're looking for a compact shotgun that's easy to shoot, easy to carry, and still gives you devastating patterns downrange, CVA Scout may be exactly what you're looking for. And it can be a lifelong option if you're getting it for one of your kids. The biggest reason that I would take off a little bit from should I buy this thing is because I'd like to see a few more pellets in that kill zone. But my score for should I buy this CVA Scout 410, I'm going to give it a 4.25 out of 5. Thanks for watching our full review of the CVA Scout 410. While you're here, watch a bunch of other videos. If you like them, hit the like button. If you really like watching our videos, subscribe. Make sure you check us out on social media like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you'll find more content on our website, reviewthisthingetv.com. Thanks, and we'll see you guys soon.